All the three topics we have done now. Evolution name. Evolution is done now. Reproduction means I think it's very it's in depth only. We are not either in school nor in what do you mean by the term reproduction? Production is the processing that sharing what happens. Continuing produces their one of its own kind. Exactly. Similar, but
identical. See, like this. So, what is the importance of reproduction?
Continuing the pH.
But it's
Important that moving one species is less than the system to work the balance.
right. And variation, but variation also transfer of genes. Okay. Replication. What is the role of DNA?
Basically, contains all the characters and traits in the form of parents.
DNA plays a major role in replication, right? It is in the cell nucleus that you know, right? In the form of that thread-like structure. So whenever there is replication of DNA, that is followed by cell division, and there will always be a variation. Right? So, but DNA copying is very important in reproduction because organisms can get the genes or the trait as they told the parents only. Parents से offspring में से traits डालते हैं ना, तो DNA important है, DNA copying important है, सारे characteristics maintain करते हैं और किस main basically protein पे depend करता है, protein भी change होता है तो सब जगह change करता है. It all depends on the synthesis of protein. Even the height and होता है ना कि enzymes अगर प्रोटीन रोल प्ले कर रहे हैं तो बहुत बार तो जाइंटिज्म आ जाते हैं, एक्सिस्टेंट रोल प्ले कर रहे हैं, नए रोल प्ले कर रहे हैं तो वापिज्म आ जाता है. So all these variation occurs due to DNA replication only, और ये वेरिएशन की वजह से ही सर्वाइवल है ना. जैसे आप बैक्टीरिया को लोग, इसमें कुछ बैक्टीरिया ऐसे हैं वो जो हार्श एनवायरनमेंट को अडाप्ट कर लेते हैं, कुछ नहीं कर सकते. जो नहीं कर सकते जैसे ब्लू वाले वो नहीं कर पाएंगे तो वो वही डाई हो जाएंगे, और जो अडाप्ट कर लेंगे तो दे मूव टू द नेक्स्ट वन. तो इसी की वजह से ही एवोल्यूशन, उसको वेरिएशन इज द बेसिस ऑफ एवोल्यूशन. दैट इज जेनेटिक्स में तो हमने हेल्थ की वो सारा पढ़ लिया है. तो रिप्रोडक्शन बेसिकली 2 टाइप्स के होते हैं. So 2 types, asexual. You're comfortable in which language? Hindi or English or English?
Yes.
Both. Asexual reproduction.
There are not
Only one parent is enough to reproduce. And here,
both parents.
both are needed, right? So various types of asexual reproductions we have studied now. What are those?
Fragmentation.
Fragmentation, budding, buttons,
Also that's it.
fission. That is fission. I think she hasn't entered today. Maybe you are consistent. So very nice. Then one is regeneration and vegetative propagation, spore formation, and we will study about the tissue culture also. These are artificial technique reproduction now. Let us take one by one. This fission. According to this diagram, how will I explain that fission? Right. And what is the difference between binary fission and multiple?
In binary fission, only two daughters will have home and multiple.
Good. Then, budding.
Sorry.
We have done, none that you have done in the class. Yes. Yes.
So, cytoplasm.
Acha, but thing in the exam now, if you draw the diagram, you just draw this last one also showing the individual. Otherwise, they will cut the marks. The last, I've seen my paper. So सब कुछ बनाया. He drew these three, but he didn't draw this one. He didn't take marks. और फिर हम बोल ही नहीं सकते ना कि marks दो. So we have to draw separate new individual also. Which one? Deep on the lead. Phylum. Then fragmentation. And the same way, Planaria also. Hydra also fragmentation. Starfish. So what is the difference between fragmentation and regeneration? It is also fragment. Specialized cells are there for the regeneration. Okay. See, like lizard, if we take head cut jayega, so it will not regenerate the head. But tail and limb, only these two have some specialized cells. So more regenerates. Fragmentation में it regenerates the whole competency of cells. Okay, our Hydra has the capability that specialized cells are present. That is why both regeneration, fragmentation occurs in Hydra. But regarding if we take lizard, only regeneration is there, fragmentation is not. If we cut it from the head or the body, not. Then spore formation also, 900 was there. So this is conidiophore or spongiophores. Just get matures. It just पहले भी किया है. Sporangio. So I think regarding this, no? Vegetative propagation. Vegetative parts, like vegetative parts like
Stems of books, potatoes, and algae.
and the prior phylum we were talking about, that is in just generates. So that comes under vegetative food. So there are two types, natural and artificial. Natural, as I give you the example, potato, the stem, root, reddish tapioca, grass, carrot, leaves, begonia, bryophyllum. And artificial, if you say rose, cut the shine and bandana. I think I have taken that also. That is grafting. Shine and stalk. इसको बना के इस artificial vegetative propagation से क्या benefit मिलता है? What's the benefit?
The combination of food.
Yes. Means if the lower part is of that stock is of inferior quality, we can get the superior quality. That is hybrid quality. So this cutting Just if we just in money plant, if we cut the stem and we grow it again, that is cutting. And even the cactus also in the upper part, if you cut, no, it will grow again. And in layering, that creepers, it grows there, no, it transpose and it keeps on growing and growing. That is layering. And this is joining the inferior to the superior one. The upper one is superior, so we'll get superior quality. And because of this grafting, we can get various colors of the rose in one plant. In one plant, we can get white, pink, yellow, like this. This means we get the better variety. The ICAR, they are just working on this hybrid varieties of wheat and rice, huh? So that we can get better quality, new varieties of those. This is tissue culture. In this, what happens that it is the cells are divided into replicate to form callus. This is callus. It's not so visible, I think. And the part has been taken and it is dipped in the common solution, that is callus, and it keeps on growing. Shoot regenerates in this, and then after shoot the root bulbs, and they grow it in the soil. After this, when there is a seedling tapping it there, na, they just introduce again in the pot. This is called tissue culture. It is done in a laboratory only. It is grown in the artificial medium. These seeds are taken, it's tapping the color of the meat factory. This is basically done for the ornamental plants. And what are the importance? It's easy and less expensive. We can get plant and production of flowers and fruits can get little early, and even reserve gardening, we will get better varieties. Then, just as I told, the plant for inferior give a superior variety. In the same way, we can get the seeds also, viable seeds also from this. And it is suitable for long periods of seed dormancy. Seed dormancy means seed in the artificial environment, they will go. Now let us come to the sexual reproduction. As you have told that both the parents are required and the cell division involves meiosis in this section. Okay? See, female egg and the sperm, when it fuses, they form zygote, and fertilization occurs. Now, let us start with the plant first. These are flowers, bisexual and unisexual. Bisexual means and in this unisexual, either or. So in this, which part is present? Female part. Yeah, in the fourth part. Okay. This is filament. So anther contains pollen cells. What is the use of pollen cells? Images. And this is this one. Stigma. This is come here. And this is ovule. These are ovule and this is ovary, right? So what is the fate of ovule and ovary?
So ovule becomes the fruit and ovary becomes the fruit and ovule
seed. Very good. What is pollination?
Pollination is the transfer of pollen grains from the anther of one flower to the stigma of another flower.
Right. So there are two types of pollination. When is it self and when is it cross?
Self-pollination is when the pollen from the anther of the flower falls on the stigma of the same flower. And in cross-pollination, the pollen falls on another plant flower of the same species.
If the plant is same but the flowers are different, then it is self or cross. It is self.
There are three types. So there's homogamy, heterogamy.
Allogamy, getnogamy. Okay. See. Yes, you were right. Autogamy, getnogamy, and xenogamy, right? So if autogamy is self, these two are cross. This is
Xenogamy was not there. There was another name.
allogamy.
Allogamy, yes, allogamy.
Allogamy, it is same. Xeno is just when the plants are different, flowers are different. As you have said, yes, you were right. Same flower, different flowers in the same plant is also cross. And now this is fertilization. Can you explain this? You've studied in 9th standard.
So the pollen from the flower animal falls on the stigma of the flower. If the pollen is of the same species, only then it will go, otherwise it will be destroyed. And the pollen forms the pollen tube, and at the head of the pollen, it divides and produces a cell which guides it towards the
Follow what it is.
So it forms the pollen tube and enters the microplasm. And then one of the gamete fuses with the egg cell, and the other one it divides into three. So the other one fuses with the two spolar tube.
Right. So no need to explain, you have explained very nicely. So you know the sequence. Formation of seed also you have told. You know. Acha, this is pericarp. Have you studied pericarp? What is pericarp?
The fleshy part.
Yes, it is of three types: endo, meso, and epi. Epi is the upper, meso is the middle one, and endo is the inner one. This is. What is the difference between pollination and fertilization?
Pollination is the transfer of pollen grains from the anther to the stigma, and fertilization is the fusion of the male and female gamete. And pollination requires agents like wind and insects. Fertilization does not require
External agents, right? This you know, for the male it is 13 to 40 years, and for female it is 10 to 12 years, right? It is the start of the production of sperm, is ovum. Male hormone is testosterone and female hormone is estrogen and progesterone. Okay. Hormones ka, what is the use of hormones?
hormones are they proteins?
You can say.
So they are used for various functions such as growth. There is a growth hormone.
Yes, hormones, yes.
I'm not sure that is
We'll study in the next chapter we have now. Otherwise, the concept is clear. Okay, and regarding the reproductive hormones related to reproduction, it regulates the process of gametogenesis. Okay, and it maintains the structure and function of accessory sex organs. Accessory sex organs for males, remember? Done now, reproduction.
it is done in
It was in 8th standard also.
it was only
So 10th you have not done yet, no? Corpus gland, prostate glands. seminal vesicle. So you remember 8th standard question answer?
I did.
Okay. Good. Good. Actually basic concepts clear होते ना तो competition में आगे आके बहुत benefit मिलता है. Good. There are the changes, right, in the at the age of puberty. For the boys, changes the pitch of the boys. Hair arises for the female. There are mammary glands arises. These are the accessories. These three are accessories. I have not taken the picture. You can just check your textbook. So I thought that we will come to next one and then Elia. Prostate, these three are accessory organs, right? And the pair of testes is present in sperm duct. This vas difference is also known as sperm duct. And it is a pouch in which that is scrotum is there. And then it enters to the urethra. It comes out penis. The sperms are produced in the testis and it requires 1 to 3 degree less than the body temperature. Okay, why is it so? Because testes are present in the scrotum, right? The muscular pouch where it is present, right? And it is just outside the body. And then the sperm enter urethra through sperm duct. From here, it enters to urethra from this sperm duct or vasa difference. Okay, and it provides, main function is that it provides nutrition and motility to the sperm. And urethra, it is the enclosed muscular organ. Male and female are the same. This is female. It has 2 pairs of ovaries, right? And funnel-like, this is present. This is called fallopian tube. Yes. From here only that ovary enters here, and then there's a fusion, and then zygote starts like this. And this is uterus, this is cervix, and this is vagina. This middle one is uterus. And here, these three are infundibulum, ampulla, and isthmus. This is called primby, finger-like aperture. It is called primby. This all together forms fallopian tube. And the two hormones, as I've told, estrogen and progesterone. Okay, and the ova start producing at the age of, at the time of puberty only. And then pair of ovaries, it produces ovra, then it enters into uterus through cervix and then vagina. And this is the menstrual cycle, 0 to 7 days menstruation. Okay, and ovulation occurs from 7 to 14 days, and the uterus gets ready for meeting, that is 14 to 28 days of this period. And at this stage, fertilization occurs. And when fertilization occurs now, then menstruation stops. And if it doesn't, then again the cycle starts. The movement of sperms like this during copulation, let me show you how this diagram मैंने लिया क्या नहीं, I haven't taken copulation के टाइम पे genital tract में जाता है, and then it shows you sperms millions होते हैं, लेकिन कोई एक sperm के ऊपर fertilize करता है, ठीक है? और जब fertilization हो जाता है तो स्टॉप हो जाता है, अदरवाइज इट कंटिन्यूस. फिर उसके बाद इम्प्लांटेशन होती है, फर्टिलाइज ओवम zygote में कन्वर्ट होता है, then it grows and becomes embryo. Embryo बनने के बाद it attaches with the uterine wall like this. Okay, and so this placenta, this is placenta, uterine, this is uterine wall. The embryo attaches with the uterine wall with placenta. And the role is that exchange of gases, exchange of nutrients, removal of waste substances, all are done by this placenta. And nearby 9 months it takes to become a developed baby. Now, there are various methods of population control: barrier method, chemical method, intrauterine contraceptive devices, and surgical methods. Barrier methods में the condoms आएंगे, diaphragms, cervical caps आ जाएंगे. Then main क्या role है? It prevents the entry of sperms. And even though it helps in preventing the diseases, STDs like AIDS, gonorrhea, syphilis. And chemical methods में oral pills are there, like Saheli हो गया, oral pills are there. They affects hormonal preparation. This, okay. They prevent formation of gametes, these chemical methods. And every chemical method, whether it is related to this or other, means if it is headache, I'm taking tablets. Once a while is okay. Regular practice is there, and definitely there will be the side effect for each and everything. Excess of everything is bad. Now, intrauterine contraceptive devices, that is copper T, it is just implanted in the nucleus, okay, and then it prevents pregnancy. The surgical methods are they just cut the tight parts in the vessels of sperm duct, they just ligate. That is called, in male, it is called vasectomy. And if fallopian tube is ligated, then it is called tubectomy. It is in female, and that is tubectomy and vasectomy male. So all these STDs and all should be avoided. We have just taken the gist of this. Heredity. What is heredity?
Heredity is the transfer of bodily characteristics from the parent.
This is parent, forms 2, then again it forms 2. See, these are same, but some variations are there. So, whether it DNA copying or application, it forms the, as I have told earlier, similar copy, but there will be some variation. So we cannot say, even the clone also, it will not be identical. It will be similar, but not identical. Sometimes but son resembles mother and daughter resembles. You resemble who? Mother or father? Dad? Okay. बेटी आपकी लाडली है ना? Father की. So it means some characters and genes have been transferred. And Gregor John Mendel is considered as the father of genetics. He studied on Maxim Saturon. Why he studied on pea plant only? Why not other?
Pea plant, the lifespan is short. There are many contrasting variations and
contrasting characters.
And it was easier to plant
that, right? And they have that pea plant has 7 contrasting characters. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 contrasting characters. What is the difference between character and traits?
Characters are specific things like the eye color, and trait is even more specific, like brown or it's basically characteristic.
Characters is eye color. Trait means either blue or black or brown. Right. Good. This is the karyotype. Karyotypes also there. Nice here. Good.
Characteristic.
Yes. So these 22 are autosomes and the 2 are sex chromosomes.
There is a specific name.
XX, sex chromosomes, autosomes and sex chromosomes and XY. This so you have already shown, told it is easy to grow, just short life cycle, and it can be self-pollinated as well as cross-pollinated. Large number of seeds, with contrasting characters and better hybrid variety. Okay, what is monohybrid cross?
Hybrid cross is the cross of only one character.
One character. Okay. For example,
The tall feedback.
okay. Here, this is
The
dominant, and this is recessive. Just a minute. Recessive. So what type of dominant trait it is? Homozygous. And what is this?
heterozygous.
This is heterozygous. Dominant or dominant? Correct. So the ratio for monohybrid cross is always both. Phenotypic.
Phenotypic is 3:1 and genotypic is
3:1 and genotypic
1:2.
Okay. Now these are ratio, right? So what is phenotype and what is genotype?
Phenotype is the outward appearance and genotype is the actual genes itself.
Okay. So if one common mistake students make, they if it is after write this phenotypic and genotypic ratio. Now phenotype and genotype they write this ratio. Actually, phenotype is different. Phenotype is like this you have to write. है ना? Now इसमें do the cross. हाँ. Up to the actual generation.
मॉडल्स कितना होना चाहिए?
एक. Ratios. And what about phenotypes and genotypes?
This same figure that's very tall and
हाँ हाँ वो ऑनलाइन वाली भी नहीं है
correct.
हाँ correct. Or either you can write like this also. Head to Z is these three, tall and dwarf, or TT, these two and this. This two also you can write. So this is monohybrid. So monohybrid cross explains which two laws of inheritance?
It explains the law of dominance, the law of segregation.
Law of dominance and by monohybrid cross, right? And what about dihybrid cross? What do you know by dihybrid cross?
It helps in the crossing of two characters.
Two characters. So which law is it? Can we explain by this?
Law of independent assortment.
What is the ratio of law of independent assortment?
9:8:8.
Yes. Now, if suppose if you are given total number of seeds 556, okay, and you have to explain this law of independent assortment. According to law of independent assortment, you have to distribute these seeds into the ratio. How will you do? How will you explain the what will be the types of phenotypes?
As in, I have to do the mathematical.
Okay.
So 9x plus 3x.
Okay. So 9x plus 3x plus 3x plus 1 x equals to
5.
okay 16x equals to 556. Okay. Then
I find out x, which will be 6.
okay. This will do when we'll do. Let's just complete this. I have taken this question also. You can go with it. Okay. This you have done, explained. Good. This also we have explained. Alleles. What do you mean by alleles?
Alleles are traits which occupy specific positions on chromosomes.
Homologous organs. Like these two are the alleles for this gene. This is a specific locus. And these are homologous chromosomes. These are sister chromatids. This also you have explained homozygous condition and heterozygous condition. Okay. Phenotype and genotype also you have done. Okay. What is the law of dominance?
Dominant state that only one of the two states is able to express itself, which is the dominant trait, and the other one remains hidden, which is
And the segregation?
law of segregation, that the traits do not combine at the time.
So law of dominance explains the F1 generation. And F2 generation is explained by law of segregation. Like this F2 generation, this one. And in F1 generation, after this Z cross forms, this is also, okay, how do these traits get expressed? See, this chromosomes are present in the nucleus. Chromosomes contains DNA. Okay, that is cellular DNA, and DNA is the information source, right? Now it contains hormone, right? If the enzymes present in this are efficient, so it will make more hormones, and if it will more hormones, then it will be tall plant. But if there will be less hormone production because of the less efficient enzymes, then the plant will be short. Here, we must have observed that these plants are the same plant, right? But one is tall and the other is dwarf. Why is it? That is because of the enzyme made by this enzyme is efficient, more hormone, tall enzymes less efficient, so less hormones, and then it is short. It's the same in humans also. That is growth hormone. Okay. This also you know. Variations. Now let us start with this. Now variations help organisms to survive. I've taken an example of bacteria. Na? Some bacteria they survive the high temperature. They are prone to high temperature. If they are prone to high temperature, they will survive. Those bacteria which are not prone to high temperature, they will die. And some variations do not help organisms to survive the same. And the acquired traits cannot be passed from one generation to next if variations are there. Acquired traits. What is the difference between acquired trait and the inherited?
Acquired trait happens when after they are born, they are exposed to temperature. Adapted. And inherited is passed on from
parents only. Any example? Acquired trait?
acquired. There was an island in which there were some birds that went there, and some of the birds were eating nuts, and some of the birds were hunting insects.
Okay.
So that was kind of adapted.
I am asking about acquired trait. Any acquired trait, easy one we choose now. If you have a habit of doing like this, if your mama is having a habit of doing this, it doesn't mean that you will also do this like this every time, Hannah. I've just taken an example, it's not compulsory. You were taking the example of this, Hannah. See, there are the errors in DNA copying that leads to variation. Okay, and there are red beetles having a green beetle, one beetle inside this. Then this crow that feeds on these beetles, okay, and they feed on the red beetle. Then because this green beetle is hiding here, so what happens ki there will be the more population of green beetles than the red here. So this is required. This is natural selection. Now, one time will come that there will be only green beetles. Okay, green beetles, crows couldn't see green beetles. है ना? And the second is genetic drift. Genetic drift means changes in the environment. Now, जैसे ये red beetle है, ऐसे blue beetle भी हुआ. And blue beetle is only few. They are only few on one side. The elephant foot. By chance, it happens that that foot was on the red beetles only. All the red beetles gone. There will be the reproduction of blue beetles. So this is genetic drift. Ki by chance, blue beetles survived. Okay, and third situation is non-genetic. Means non-genetic, it means ki maybe they are suffering from some disease. तो उसकी वजह से ये लीन हो गए काफी, है ना, उनकी विंग्स नहीं है. But it doesn't mean कि the next generation will be prone to the same disease. No, but this is non-genetic variation. This is the explanation of that only. So speciation means the formation of new species from the existing species. So that is accumulation of variation, physical barriers, genetic drift, natural selection, and migration. Accumulation, this is what you were saying, the differences between the individual of the same species. It is called variation, and the accumulation of variations over several generations produces new species. And the physical barriers like mountains, rivers, lakes, so like this, one trait becomes isolated, and that will be the entirely different one. New species, that will be the new species. And the genetic drift means any natural calamity. Abhi still 1 hour and 15 minutes are there. You were looking the time. Feeling bored today. Okay. Okay, natural calamities की वजह से या introduction of new species of the same species can produce a gene pool. Means together, of the population, and the new variations are produced, and natural selection, as I have shown, and the migration also. Some like birds, they just migrate to the other, that is also forms a new species. Now acquired. Now this origin of life on Earth, how it came, it was studied by Thiel. He studied the chemical evolution, suggested that life developed the simple inorganic molecules like methane, and ammonia, sulfuric acid, but there is no oxygen. So even water vapor was also there. So what he did, just temperatures is below the 100 degrees C. It was just like that. The sparks was passed through the gas mixture. This is the gas mixture where the sparks were passed. And at the end of the week, 15% of the carbon is converted into amino acids like this. So for the evolution, what is evolution?
Process in which a species evolves new characteristics to have
Gradually, that is inherited traits, acquired traits, as it's studied. So what are the evidences? It can be studied in 3 ways: homologous organs, analogous organs, and the fossils. Right? So actually, we have already studied this. Organisms have cells, right? cells without true nucleus, that is prokaryote and bacteria, and one. Then this with nucleus, there are two types, unicellular and multicellular. Multicellular, again, one photosynthetic and non-photosynthetic organisms, and non-photosynthetic organisms, again with exoskeleton and endoskeleton. That you have studied, you might have studied in classification, endoskeleton and exoskeleton, and the group inside bones and insects, shells. This is that is exoskeleton. So this is the hierarchy of classification. This will be doing in the next topic. Now, homologous organs. If we take the example of human, whale, dog, and bat. So, see, homologous organ means the organs which are similar in structure, but they have different function. Right? Like the forelimbs of amphibians, reptile, birds, and mammals. They have all similar structures, but their functions might be different. For bat, it is flying. For whale, it is swimming. For horse, it is, and for man, it is doing work. So they are different. These are called homologous organs. So, and these are also different examples of analogous organs. Means organs which are different in structure, but their function is similar. Like if we take bat wing, bird wing, and the insect wing. What is the use of bat wing, bird wing, and insect wing like butterfly? Functions are same, but their structures are different. So these are called analogous organs. Now fossils. Have you studied fossils?
What?
What do you know regarding fossils?
Okay. Which is the study of the finding fossils.
Yes.
And they can be, their age can be, we can find out their age by carbon dating.
But what are fossils?
Fossils are the remnants of the animals which were preserved in the sedimentary.
Right. These are fossils only, which can be. How do fossils form layer by layer?
Some fossils were the sedimentary rocks and the layers are formed in the ocean.
See, yes, how do we know that that is a fossil? See, this is dinosaur that dies in a river and body is covered with sediment. Obviously, flesh will decompose, only the hard part will remain, that will become fossil, the skeleton. Then the sediment becomes rock. Which type of rock? Sediment. Good. The skeleton will be pressed due to pressure. Then due to this Earth's movement, Earth is keep on moving, no? So it just raises the layer, and when the rock erodes, it will expose the fossil, and then we can come to know that it is evolution of eyes. Earlier, the eyes of plain area was just the eye spot. Gradually, in higher animals like us, it becomes eyes. Then we got feathers. First feather, it was developed in dinosaur just to protect itself from cold. Then later on, it was used for flying. And evolution by artificial selection, like This is cabbage by selecting those distance between the leaves, short distance, you know. Ab cauliflower by sterile flower, it is like a flower only. And kohlrabi by selecting swollen stem, and kale like large leaves, broccoli the like seems like a flower, arrestic flower growth. It is formed from that. Embryology, what do you mean by embryology?
Study of
Various stages of embryos. See, the embryos of all these are same. Fish, then tortoise, chicken, rabbit, human. All these are just same. After then, they change the shapes. And the different stages of this embryos are known as embryology. Now, evolution should not be equated with progress, right? Why? So,
with progress, as in that when a species is evolving, they're not always becoming.
right. And this ancient ancestors were not same, actually. They appear to be same, but they were not same like that. They just appeared separately. And Homo sapiens, so this evolution to you have studied, no? Dryopithecus, Brahmapithecus, Australopithecus, Homo habilis, Homo erectus, Homo neanderthalensis, and the Homo sapiens is the recent one. Okay, and I've included many questions that will include the entire. This life can originate on Earth from pre-existing life only. You have to find the correct one. The atmosphere of the primitive Earth was reducing. What is the correct? The atmosphere of the primitive Earth was reducing. Atmosphere of the primitive Earth means global warming is not. No? Original it is not there. No? Because of that.
Oxygen is reduced. The oxygen की
नहीं स्वीट कम ही नहीं बता एटमोस्फेयर तो बढ़ जाएगा बट pollution आ गया ना. At present time evolution is not possible. There was plenty of oxygen present in the atmosphere of primitive Earth. The question, which is correct? Neither A nor. Oxygen तो सेम ही रहेगा ना एटमोस्फेयर का. वो तो जो है नाइट्रोजन ऑक्सीजन वाटर वो तो सेम ही है. चेंजेस कहाँ हो रहे हैं इसके वो जो वार्मिंग की वजह से जो एसिड्स और वो आगे जैसे SO2 वगैरह variations arising during the process of reproduction cannot be inherited. Changes in the non-reproductive tissues caused by environmental factors are inheritable. Correct. Which are correct? Either A nor B. Variations during the process of reproduction cannot be inherited. Variations can be inherited. है फिगर दिखाई थी मैंने ये आगे सुनिए. अरे ये देखो इनिशियल तो ओरिजिनल फिगर ये है तो ये इसके यहाँ रेड आया the green आया but they inherited a red 50% probability is there no? Because variation means वो तो है ही ना रिसेसिव जीन्स तो है ही ना. अगर वो हो सकता है F1 में नहीं है F2 में वो डोमिनेट हो जाए. वेरिएशन इनहेरिट हो सकता है. एक्वायर्ड कैरेक्टर्स दें Allele is an alternative form of a gene that is located at a specific position on a specific chromosome. A form of gene that is located on a chromosome. An alternative form of a gene that is not located on a specific position on a specific chromosome. Form of gene that is located on different positions on a chromosome. One. Evolution. Cross between a too tall good dwarf plant result in production of all tall plants because tallness is the dominant trait. More characteristics two species will have in common, more closely they are related. Trait species की जितने भी characteristics common है उसमें close होगा ना. अब तुम पापा से relate करो तो तुम पापा के close हो ना, अंकल से थोड़ी ना मैच. Fossils.
Comparing different stages of an organism. Pathology or comparing contrasting cell structures within an organism. DNA evidence comparing similarities and differences between organisms.
So A, S, B, R, C, Q and Planaria,
Different
DNA,
molecular so that is acting
and Miller and Jure,
molecular
Darwin.
natural.
A Mendelian experiment consists of crossing tall pea plants bearing red flowers, short pea plants bearing white flowers. All plants of F1 generation consist of tall and red flowers. Then the genetic makeup of the tall parents can be defined as tall and red. See this slide. All plants of apple. Apple consists of tall with red. Okay. Then the genetic फिर change हो गया क्या? Makeup of the tall plants can be defined as tall parents.
What should be tall?
All should be
Heterozygous.
tall pea plant bearing red flowers and short pea plant bearing white flowers. All dominant.
Red. If that's purple is the dominant red, which is red.
Purple?
Purple will be the dominant red, and that it is white is the dominant.
No, that is you're talking about incomplete dominance, no? That comes pink one, no, rather than white.
That white is captain, that should be R because red is dominant.
अच्छा नहीं. It doesn't matter कि आप ये क्या abbreviation use कर रहे हैं. You can use any abbreviation. अच्छा usually it happens कि वो लेते हैं ना. नहीं, you can use any abbreviation. This figure.
That vacuum should run
Now, what was that?
acids are formed.
What was that?
It was showing that the Life was originated from chemicals.
So the answer is chemical evolution. Which one of the following does not describe formation of fossils?
A.
Bodies of organisms will see extinct species must have existed at some stage. क्या फॉसिल तो बताता नहीं एक्सटेंट ऑफ किसी ना किसी स्टेज में था बट ये जो बॉडीज ऑफ ऑर्गेनिजम्स विल डिकम्पोज विल क्या पता कहाँ डिकम्पोज होगी विल आ गया ना बट फिर वो नहीं हो सकता ना फॉसिल का जरूरी थोड़ी है कि वो फॉसिल ही बन जाए Mendel's law of inheritance traits in human beings. प्रॉपर आ रहा है सुना नहीं मैं रीड करूं first traits in human beings are related to the fact that both the parents have contributed practically amount of genetic material to the child. Second, each trait will be influenced by both maternal and paternal DNA. Third, for each trait, there will be two versions in each child. And fourth, all these trait statements describe the law of inheritance.
He will not be that.
All these three statements, law of inheritance. See, for each trait, there will be two versions in each child. Version. Tall and long means कुछ भी हो सकता है. Blue color or brown color eyes. Curly hair or straight hair. है ना? And first and two, so you have understood, right? Which one of the following has four limbs with similar basic structure as the mammals, birds, reptiles, amphibians, all the three? Birds and bats have wings, but they do not have common origin because wings of bats are skin-fold, stretched mainly between elongated fingers, but the wings of birds are feathery covering all along the arm. Structure and components of their wings are very different. They look similar, but they have a common use. All of these. Most of the fossils occur in rock as metamorphic, igneous, sedimentary, or all. This is yellow and round seed. This green and wrinkled seed forms yellow and round. Okay, the total number of seeds were, after selfing, it was 556. The question I asked, yellow round, round wrinkled, green round, and green wrinkled. So which will be the correct one? 9:3:3:1 ratio. So the easy way will be, see, 9 plus 3 plus 3 plus 1 is 16. So first one is 9. So what you can do, your method is also correct. Try to opt for that 9.16 into 556. What will be the answer? It will be always approximate. This you have to decide what will be the
34. So I should not take the point.
Very clear. So what will be the nearby from that? A is 75. Near about. It is not accurate. It can't be 32. It can't be 108. So 315. Sometimes this I have not taken the accurate, but in board exams, no, they will give accurate. They can give. So you have to find it.
Last board exam.
No, these are previous year's Olympiad papers. And this is 101, 108. 9:3 should be equal. But this is just approximate numbers I have taken. So the answer will be 3. You are going towards this side only, no? Selection of variants by environmental factors forms the basis of evolutionary processes, forms the basis of reproduction, cause inheritance of traits, have different kinds of advantages. In your textbook, now questions related to heredity and evolution are not there, no? Have you gone through? You have not gone through? Only reproduction is there, no? So questions of this related to achievers question section I have taken for heredity and evolution. I'll give you this paper.
And that's with different types.
Selection of variants by environmental factors forms the basis of evolutionary process.
So that
Evolution. Got it? The rules of heredity determine the process by which dash and dash are reliably inherited. Trait and characteristics. Plants having similar genotypes produced by plant breeding are called clone, haploid, autoploidy, or genome. Clone, similar genotypes. Consider the following human evolution: Dryopithecus, Homo erectus, Neanderthal, and Australopithecus. The correct sequence of human evolution is this 1, 4, 2, 3. In evolutionary terms, we are more related to skull of baby chimpanzee, adult chimpanzee, gorilla, or ape. We are more related to usually we are talking about the ape only. Cranial capacity of modern man is in Homo habilis. The term habilis refers to habilis, tool maker. He started tool making. Which of the following is more ape-like? Australopithecus. Both LH and FSH attain a peak level at the beginning of menstrual cycle, at the middle of menstrual cycle, and end of menstrual cycle during pregnancy. Luteinizing hormone and follicle stimulating hormones. अच्छा तुम्हारा उसमें नहीं रहा था ना level अच्छा है also at the beginning of menstrual cycle. These are the hormones that releases luteinizing hormone and follicle stimulating hormone. Then arises the ovulative stage. Which one is not correct about oral contraceptives? Oral contraceptive are purely hormonal preparation. It acts on hypothalamus, pituitary, and ovaries. It inhibits the production of gametes and inhibits the motility of sperms. Oral contraceptives, motility of sperms. जहां पे भी इस तरह का क्वेश्चन आता है ना, it all depends upon the prevention of pregnancy and contraceptives, and that is they just avoid the motility of sperm. So they will not act on hypothalamus on brain, है ना? Pituitary hormones, the ovaries. Progesterone is secreted by corpus luteum, placenta, gravid follicle, or ovum. Corpus luteum. Part of sperm involved in penetrating egg during fertilization is head, tail, acrosome, or neck. Acrosome. Endometrium is the lining of testis, urinary bladder, ovary, or uterus. Then it is uterus. Oxytocin It is uterine muscle contraction. Prolactin, it is lactation. It is related to lactation. Lactation means when a mother feeds the baby. Then which hormone works? That is prolactin. Luteinizing hormone, that is stimulates the ovulation. And progesterone just helps in the implantation and maintenance of pregnancy. And which among the following like this? The fertilized ovum is transplanted in uterus after 7 days. Zygote undergoes a series of meiotic division called cleavage. The zygote is implanted in blastocyst stage onto the uterine wall. The rhythmic contractions of muscles in the uterus occurs in the presence of progesterone. The stoppage of menstruation is called menopause. And A and C. This is why this is wrong. First, why A is wrong? That is entirely mitotic division. This zygote formation. Mitosis occurs. And C, this is in the presence of oxytocin. Regeneration occurs in
This all of the
all of the above, not result. This to go down. The common method of reproduction plasmodium is multiplication. Why answer मैंने दिया? Aniplanar, then media, sorry, amoeba. This is amoeba, plane of bifurcation. This is a bifurcation means there is splitting. First, what happens? It elongates. It can be any direction. It can be like this, or in this way also, in this way also, in this way also, because it doesn't have any shape, no? In any place. Gonads are 6 organs, gametes, 6 hormones, both 2 and 3. It's not hormone, only organ. That is sperm and ova. The spore bearing structures seen in bread mold is right. Okay. These are the questions related to heredity and evolution only. And that is related to achiever sections. Let us discuss the book one, or you first you do this. I did after you. ये है ना आपका नाम है you want to wait for this one. So first the we'll discuss all the three, this one and the monohybrid course. So what is the first answer? 525. Two heterozygous individuals, percentage of heterozygous individuals in F1 generation. Heterozygous 50. Genetic drift can be defined as a random change in gene frequencies of the remaining population occurring by chance fluctuation. That I explained, the beetles blue one remained because of the animal food. By chance, whenever the by chance comes, that is genetic drift. The third one. Fourth, human female possesses homomorphic six organs, males possess homogametic. अच्छा, humans ये तो भी तुमने ऊपर कराया पर extra आ गया. The answer is B. Mendel selected carbon piece as his experimental material because this, yes, right. 6 first right. Then 7 last. Why last? Easily, because Ravi is from the raw cabbage, not from fleshy vegetables. Means you that कहते हैं ना, is perfect. क्या कहते हैं? What do we call that? Idea. Just guesswork is perfect, I think. A group of population splitting that A1, B, right. The genotype for the height of an organism is TT, okay? D. The genotype for the height of an organism is TT. There is one allele for height with two different forms. No. There are at least two different alleles for the gene for height. Two different alleles, tall and dwarf. Like this. This is one locus. This is the other. One capital. So, two different alleles. The height. Then, first, it is C. Genetic drift provides diversity without adaptation. They can't, no need of adaptation, it occurs only by chance, only changes, naturally occurs. Naturally occurrence is there. No? And the 11th, B. Right. 12th, sickle cell anemia is an innate condition caused by recessive allele A. A is dominant allele, right? For the normal. अब now you see, you have to see R and S. क्योंकि आपको R and S का बताना है. R is what? R is, or R and S you have to tell, na? So A is dominant allele. For normal. Right? Now in this R and S, both are normal. Right? And a square and, but offsprings are affected. It means some recessive genes might be there. Anna? Yes, see, correct,
I did not
correct.
see that.
Ah,
Alright, 13th is A.
A, correct. 14th,
Yes.
for evolution to occur in a population, which of the following must happen? It will be C. The frequencies of some alleles in a population's gene pool must change over successive generation. What is evolution? There is a change according to the successive generation only, no? Not gradual, not rapidly.
15th is A.
15th is A, correct.
16th is B.
C, correct. 17th,
A.
very nice, correct. This is the answer. A. Good. In all the subjects where the basics are clear, right? Good. All the best. Next is control and coordination next time, no? Yes. नहीं, हाँ, करते हैं. Then next class की बात करें. Let's talk about the next class. नहीं. है ना? So maximum this we have done, no? Coordination in plants. Nervous system is done. Then sense organs like eyes and ears. It's okay, and then endocrine system. Eight. Okay, we'll write just. So we'll at a glance we'll do the same thing. First,
At the beginning.
okay. It came now. Mammals will lay eggs up.
Platypus. Again.
Echidna. Mammals are na. The hormone which induces spermatogenesis is FSH. Induce factors
Spermatogenesis.
production of sperms.
FSH.
It is a hormone, yes, but it just induces. Factors responsible for the rapid spread.
First and second.
First and second, that is C. No? Fifth,
Second and fourth.
yes, D. Which of the following means sixth?
One, two, and
1, 2, 3, that is C. Seventh, D. Eighth, stamens are male reproductive part, whereas carpels, correct. In Spirogyra,
especially last one is
last one is not correct. So answer is A. Embryo at 16 cell stage is morula stage. Cross pollination definition. B. Correct.
nucleus and mitochondria.
Mitochondria and Centrioles. Stack-like structure into the fertilized egg balls. 13. Or the same question as now. Next 14. Many questions are same. The practice exercise mainly. Further, what is the theory oogenesis? Yes. These are the small ones. These are small byproducts of the cells. Like one is let's see the small byproduct cells that comes during oogenesis, like female gamete production. Next. Ovulatory phase occurs with the influence of estrogen. No, the C is incorrect. The special tissue which connects between placenta. Same advantage of vegetatively reproduced organism is vegetative reproduced organism. Most nearby is genetically similarity in offsprings. So suppose if potato birds, if you just grow, potato will come like that. So it will be genetically similar.
That's the notches.
And the structure is 20. Sporangia, which is an accessory reproductive gland in male. Prostate gland. Thick walled resistant structures formed in bacteria. Endosperms. It is zoospores. The method of reproduction without fertilization is parthenogenesis. The method of reproduction without fertilization is called parthenogenesis and all. Fruits also we have done now. Which is parthenogenesis. And apomixis is the reproduction of seed embryo without fertilization. And amphimixis is the sexual reproduction that involves fusion of both. The lining of uterus which degrades during menstruation is maybe iron and this is endometrium. Reproduction is essential for living organisms in order to
continue the species
after generation. Progesterone is secreted by
corpus.
7. First one,
volatile liquid income.
order transport. These things you have to look at. One for the statements and then statement payments. Statement. Second just यहाँ statement आना चाहिए just on their definition. And formulation. Now complete.
C.
A is the pollen transferred from one plant to another. It is pollination. AQ. And the process in which embryo develops into seedling, it is okay. B.
So A.
This is A. Correct. The should D.
Nice.
All three. Okay. Why these students are not in the contact नहीं है? Chemistry में भी ऐसे करते थे. It was only one.
Oh, I guess.
But the Piyush used to come.
Yes.
He is a boy, na? Boy doesn't like biology.
Yesterday also we did.
Yesterday was
It's normally.
he didn't come. He is also interested. Like
It's top.
both of your toppers.
Sorry about it.
You get the answer now. Good. So next year we will. You don't want to see this slides again, right? No doubt, no?
But can you send them the
You want this slide in the group?
yes,
Which group?
So I used to send foundation.
Is there a foundation group? I don't know.
Yes.
I don't know. It's a
He was there.
much here there.
He also sent.
Actually, yes. Abhitsa used to go to all the classes, no? Like all the branches. That is why is the foundation group. I am only in this branch, for this branch. Other branches, some other people say, you know. That is why I have been put in there. Screen is not clear now. Excuse me. Alleles ka, these are alleles. Brown and the blue allele. Let me start from starting and you just really doubt you can ask me.
Yeah.
This is paramecium and relation. This is see the one question was there, no, that it is which plane, no? So the plane of this paramecium it is transverse.
Bias.
And for this it is transverse. Leishmaniate is transverse. This is multiple fission gamules formation are there. This is, in amoeba both binary and multiple fission occurs during unfavorable conditions. Cutting, fragmentation. Difference between fragmentation and regeneration understood, right? This is bread mold. Vegetative propagation. Layering. Cheyenne stalk remains the root and the other one is Cheyenne. So new one, whichever the variety required, no, that is better varieties crafted over there on the stalk. This tissue culture. No issues, no?
Only that these terms are happening and that.
Hormones.
Yes.
That is very well in your textbook, just put to that. That's only. I thought that reproduction has been taken in the class. That's why I have taken only. Otherwise, I would have taken the complete time. अच्छा मुझे ये बताओ इसका मैं क्या next chapter जो है which all is not done, so I will take the complete slides for that. Tropism, profit movement, plastic movement,
Oh, that's
not done. And control nervous system completely,
this is
then completely, then
human brain,
not done. We will take that. I'll take all complete slides next time for this. Sense organs also, eyes and ears. I'll take the complete. That will be complete, but I'll take the complete slides for that also. And for endocrine system also.
because we did it.
I will take the complete slides for the endocrine system. All the hormones. And make it the complete that. Now, if you want, I will make the complete for this reproduction again slide next class.
Yes, it's
Your textbook, it is very clear. And this is the very easy, na genetics. So ऐसा कोई कुछ है नहीं. हाँ, that you can take any of this abbreviations, na in any form you can take.
in class you were told that
Because
in our school and class you were told only the dominant factor and the recessive factor.
नहीं, वो question I'm not talking about that. So you were asking that capital and small. नहीं, but I thought that was written red and white and I have taken TT and W.
But it was red and white, so red is dominant. So I thought it should be R.
अच्छा. हाँ. You can take any by in your class because the way you were just was thinking, the examiner will also think in that only. If it is R, तो उसको सोचने की जरूरत नहीं पड़ेगी. The examiner will just see and correct. Yeah, it is correct. Here, तो one has to think, no? That is why. So in Olympiad, they can give in any way. Olympiad में तो देते क्वेश्चन ऐसे हैं कि सामने वाला थोड़ा घूम जाए. क्रोमोसोम्स का तो तुम्हें पता है होगा ना सारा. Law of segregation, all the laws. This is in detail only. Same thing. Inherited trait and acquired traits. Homologous, analogous organs. You know what are vestigial organs?
Which are actually used by our ancestors, but we don't.
Right now, but still present in our body. Which are those?
Tailbones, here in our hands.
And dictating membrane is also there. It is this, the corner of the eyes, this membrane. This is dictating membrane. This is also vestigial. And wisdom tooth is also vestigial. You're not using that for anything. Fossils. And evolution, though, that is there, no? Okay. Let me end.